Well, hello again, guys. I know I didn't say it, but this is episode, or I guess part 3 of the Dead Zone, or What's the Deal with the Dead Zone, I think is the official title I'm giving it. I thought I could maybe just do 2 parts. So the more I talked about it, maybe it wasn't that, deep of a topic to talk about, but I feel like I just needed to reiterate myself a little bit more and discuss parts of the Dead Zone that, you know, weren't or aren't dead, that survived, but they are still considered in the Dead Zone. And it would just be amiss for me to not talk about them. Just because they're not dead doesn't mean they're not part of the Dead Zone, dude. Can't discriminate. So, here we are, right on the edge, a little bit next to Waft. Whiffed Waft. Oh, now that I said it out loud, it's Rift Raft Outpost. Oh my god. This, this game cracks me up. But, we're right here on the edge, and one thing that I said in the first video, wow. Oh, anti-biohazard suit. Fuck yeah. Oh yeah, got my little panties, my little pantaloons. One thing I said in the beginning of, this little, three-parter about the Dead Zone is I kept assuming that this was the ocean. I would just, every time I would look out, I would see pretty far and, you know, didn't really think anything of maybe some of those little lumps of land out there until I kind of realized that's probably not the ocean, unless for whatever reason it's extremely low and shallow, but we all know if this game, is talking about environmental disasters and things dealing with our world, the water would have risen. And my conclusion is that this flash flood not only destroyed this entire mountain, crumbled it, cutting off this whole pretty much ridge line, sweeping away this town into what I thought was the sea, but its own sea. This is just what's left of the bedrock. I feel like up here, these little spots are also like granite bedrock or, some sort of hard uh, base layer where, path of least resistance and all the just this flash flood and this flash, like brute force from pretty much drilling too deep and having this entire mountain collapse in on itself just, made these giant gouges of oil and sludge and wiped away this entire sheet until what's left is what was too, like, literally just too hard to wipe away. All the top of this was just, topsoil and uh, everything else. We're just sitting on the bedrock, and whatever didn't get swept away into this oil sludge ocean is, these little city scenario and munch house and freeway parts that can be found deep in the dead zone. And I'm not really sure if it's that these little islands above the dead zone where the Enkati tribe, live. If this is also, yeah, like thick bedrock, or they just got lucky and their topsoil didn't get swept away because of that whole first initial, like, square piece got
Careful, nothing's sneaking up on you.
annihilated by, like, the the brunt of the flash
Knock
flood.
them out. Made it count.
Alright, let's get these little rat johns. And it makes me wonder again, and that's mainly what I'm going to cover with the rest of this episode, is when the hell did the humans leave and how soon? I know that they were leaving on spaceships, and they know that the world was just being destroyed. The more and more I look, I don't really know if they were fighting each other. I feel like it was fruitless to do that, considering there's this just huge chunks of land just falling away into this like, ugh, sludge. I want to say milky sludge almost, but just yeah, sludgy ocean. Just oil spills on insane proportions is kind of what the dead zone is. Uh, I I'm really intrigued though because it seems like that was that's like this whole area that's, you know, obviously dead, and it just went like swept away. And I want to know what was up here to the north, or is it the north? Kind of the east. Everything is everything is all green and beautiful, or a different biome up here, and I feel a lot of it has to do with toxinol and what the problems that the humans did and what came from this big city. And I'm sorry I kind of lost my train of thought there, but the humans, how long ago did they leave? Were they just like holy S word, when they found themselves stranded on these islands of oil sludge everywhere? Or, you know, was this something that
You can
happened
see the
after they left?
horizon now.
You know, the mountain crumbled and Toxinol and the humans weren't even here to be around. Like, it seemed like they were, though, because in the Fuhu uh, shop, they have like a plastic, uh, I guess almost a scaffolding
The
around some of it.
Window
So they were like
Outpost,
trying
a
to
legendary
tend
Ankati
to,
tribe joint.
uh, you know, the holes in the patches and like the cave-ins in the roof. Another tribe I can't go to. They don't like me here, folks.
Let's
Yes,
see.
let's see, because I need to take you guys right here. Mechton Dock Station. And I know that I'm all over the place with myself when I'm talking. I don't mean to be. I get distracted when I'm playing these games. Uh, you know, it's this is all still very new to me, and I'm still developing my opinions and like observations about the lore. There's not much they tell you besides what your automaton says. I know he says that they would build cities and drop them into, like, just abandon them after a while. And that's what Bricktown technically is, from what I gathered when he said it. Which is why I conclude that it's the franchise town of, you know, Toxinol. You know, it's just where it's like like a bougie little spot that a lot of people could go, and probably people from the city work there, but it's for, you know, like the Toxinol Corporation, almost like what you would see like a Silicon Valley area. But hence why I also think it's probably pretty safe from this whole dead zone because it was owned by Toxinol. Um, so this is, oh, did I already get this little side point? Yes. And what I wanted to take you guys to is the Munch House, 6C, which is pretty much my point of contention because I don't know. Like I keep saying, I want to know when the humans left, and I'm hoping we get an answer to that. But I'm afraid we might not ever, which
The
I guess
best
that's
stories
okay.
are about
But
heroes.
I need
This
answers, damn
is
it,
such a story.
because things are really intact still. And
Roll out.
you know, did they just leave to Mars? I have a feeling like if this game were to be, you know, more like successful and the creators want to pursue a franchise, we could possibly see humans, you know, in the future. But so look at this, folks. This whole city is, you know, destroyed, collapsed. It probably obviously was abandoned when that happened. Oh, look, there's some treasure in here. Oh, is there? Oh no, I thought that glowing yellow was treasure, but it's not. Here, another spillway out into the ocean. Yeah, just pretty much creating its own, like, Dead Sea. I would like to see this on a bigger map. I kind of wish it didn't just go black. because they also talk about a great wall that we came from, and hence why I think that this whole valley area is a catastrophe zone by the Toxanol Corporation. And maybe every place we play in these games, like if we were to play in another map in the future, it would be another valley or area where the Toxanol Corporation owned and, you know, messed things up. Okay, cool. We just gotta take a little right here. So, I guess that's all for another video where I talk about the timeline of what I've been piecing together and all that. But look at this Fuhu store. So obviously it sustained a lot of damage from, I'm not really sure why, the ceilings and everything, but they have this plastic sheeting over it. Like that's why you have like the epoxia zone is okay. And who would be doing that if it weren't for people like trying to like save their little restaurant area or something? It seems like they are working on it, and then it just like, okay, we're abandoning everything. I don't really feel like the mice or anyone or creatures were putting that up. And so who was it? Was it survivors?
Feel like a landed
Were
fish?
they the business
You
owners
sound
until
like
they're
one.
like, okay, the world's pretty much ending, we just gotta go. And they went out and survived until they no longer couldn't? I have a hard time believing all the humans left. I feel like some humans left, and this is just a valley where our creatures evolved in. Not the Deadzone Valley, but just this whole game. And that's why we all, before the tribes separated and everyone, we all lived here in the old village. And our mom taught Wung Fu, and everything seems super short, and we planted the tree of life. Is because the humans only left 100 years ago. Maybe it took us about 50 years to evolve. 25 years, you know, after things started getting settled and, you know, we started having a bunch of babies and, you know, as they say, the boom days, as some of,
Back to
I
sneaking
think
around.
his name is Boom. Some of these characters, the fireworks stand guy down here in the Deadzone, he talks about the baby boom days, and I feel like that's when evolution was really taking hold of the critters in this valley. And the whole world might not be like this. It might be pretty much a really toxic or like wasteland area. And ironically, Toxanol might have saved us in this little area like that we call home, our map in the game, because their weird eugenics, you know, has made us evolve and made some of the biomes become like pretty and full of life and trees, and where most of the other world is just, you know, a wasteland and a desert. And we still have a lot of problems from them, but maybe they were also the cause of our salvation. These little oasis pockets. Or are we
Can't rely
is
on
that half of the
technology
map?
all the time. Hope you grabbed a big breath.
Nice.
That's
Super
duper
duper dope. Okay. Or is this just actually part of the beautiful world? That's nice, you know. And this is part of the city. And the cities are all disgusting and destroyed. I don't know. But that was obviously me being very ranty again. And if you're watching these videos, you just know that's how it is. And, you know, I will oh god, I'm not even paying attention. I'm gonna run out of air. Oh shit, we're done, folks. Get to our mech. We're done, we're done, we're done, we're done. Oh. See? Standing there ranting, not even paying attention. But thank you so much for listening. I appreciate it. I really am fascinated with this game and the lore in it. And I think there's a lot that to learn. And there's a lot that needs to be discussed, and I want to be one of those people discussing it. So comment down below if you want to discuss it with me, and I'm going to be starting a Discord once my channel gets a little bit more followers here about the lore, and probably just my Biomutant in general, because I want to have a little hub for us all to kind of talk about this game. I know that's already several of those places been forming, but one more can't hurt, and it's all about connection. These games are about, connecting each other through stories and similar interests. So, thank you. I appreciate you guys listening to my rants.
Feels lonely
It,
here.
it does feel
Even the
lonely
air
here.
is gone.
Oh god, am I gonna die again? Well, folks, until next time, look for my Let's Plays and my next lore videos, and this has been the Deadzone, a flash flood area of oil and sludge, creating a Dead Sea effect, which the only cities and strongholds that were left have been occupied by the Enkati tribes, and everything else has fallen into the hypoxia zone and is uninhabitable and consumed by the
Time to do
creatures
it on
of
your own.
the sludge or the grease. And that is my conclusion of the Deadzone. Please let me know and what you think, or if you have any other ideas.
Let's
And
see.
I'm sure if I learn any more information, I will be the first to let you guys know and correct myself. But until then, adios, folks. Thank you, and goodbye.